Chosen one. This message comes to you for a reason. Archangel Michael declares, "Tonight will bring a happiness unlike anything you have expected." Do not dismiss these words or overlook this moment, because what is unfolding before you carries a blessing that countless souls have longed for but never recognized. If you ignore it or fail to receive it with an open heart, you may postpone a gift that was destined to arrive in your life this very night. Listen carefully, because these words are meant for your spirit. The joy approaching you is not the result of chance, fortune, or coincidence. It was woven into your path long before you understood why you faced so many difficult seasons. This evening marks the beginning of a quiet transformation, where burdens that once weighed heavily upon you begin to dissolve, and obstacles that seemed permanent slowly give way. The happiness waiting for you is far greater than a brief moment of excitement. It reaches into the deepest parts of your heart and is connected to every silent battle you have fought without recognition. You are hearing this message now, so you remain receptive, fully aware, and willing to embrace what is already drawing closer to you. If this message resonates with your spirit, deeper, Amen. The blessing Archangel Michael speaks of is not limited to one unexpected event. It is the culmination of a process that has been unfolding throughout your life. Every burden you carried, every unanswered question, and every moment when you felt invisible served a greater purpose. Those experiences refined your heart, preparing you to receive something authentic and lasting. Tonight becomes the point where everything that has been taking place beneath the surface begins to reveal itself. You may notice a profound calm settling within your mind, or perhaps circumstances that once seemed impossible suddenly begin turning in your favor. This change is unfolding because your soul has reached a place where it can finally receive what has been prepared for it, without allowing fear to stand in the way. Before you continue, take a moment to show your support by liking this video, because your simple action helps this reach others who also need to hear what I am about to reveal. You have been wondering why things felt delayed, why answers seemed just out of reach, and why your efforts did not always bring the results you expected. What you did not see was the timing that was being arranged behind the scenes. A timing that required patience, even when it felt uncomfortable. Archangel Michael stands as a witness to this preparation, reminding you that nothing about your journey has been forgotten or overlooked. The happiness you are about to feel is connected to the alignment of many small moments that are finally coming together. This is why tonight feels different, even if you cannot yet explain it in words. There is a reason your heart feels restless at times, as if something is about to change but has not fully arrived yet. That feeling is not confusion. It is awareness, and it is your spirit sensing what is already on its way to you. I want you to understand that happiness does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it arrives quietly and gently, filling spaces that once held worry or doubt. You may notice a sudden calm where there used to be tension, or clarity where there was once uncertainty. This is how I begin to shift your reality, not through chaos, but through peace that grows stronger with each passing moment. Type 777 if you trust God. Tonight is important because it marks the beginning of a new emotional season for you, one where you no longer carry the same weight that once slowed you down. You have been strong for longer than most people realize, holding yourself together even when things felt like they were falling apart. That strength has not gone unnoticed, and it has not gone unrewarded. The happiness that is coming is not just a feeling, it is a sign that your season is changing. It is a confirmation that what you have been hoping for is finally finding its way into your life. You may be asking yourself, what exactly is going to happen? But the truth is that not everything needs to be explained before it is experienced. Some things must be felt first, understood later, and trusted in the moment they arrive. Archangel Michael is not speaking empty words. He is pointing to something real, something that will touch your life in a way that feels undeniable. This is why it is important to stay open and not close your heart due to past disappointments. What happened before does not define what is coming now. There are people who lost hope too early, who turned away just before their breakthrough arrived. And I do not want that to be your story. I want you to stay with this, to listen deeply, and to allow your spirit to receive what is being given to you. Tonight is not about proving anything to anyone else. It is about you recognizing that you are cared for, guided, and protected in ways you may not always see. The happiness that is coming is personal. It is tailored to your journey, and it carries meaning that only you will fully understand. You have been chosen to feel this shift because you did not give up even when giving up felt easier. You continued moving forward even when the path was unclear, and that perseverance has opened a door that cannot be closed. Archangel Michael speaks of your happiness because it is already set in motion, already moving closer with each moment. You are not waiting for it to begin. You are stepping into it now. Do not let doubt interrupt what is unfolding, because doubt can make you overlook what is right in front of you. Instead, stay grounded, stay aware, and allow yourself to notice the small changes that begin to appear. Sometimes happiness begins as a quiet feeling before it grows into something bigger. Pay attention to that feeling because it is the first sign that everything is shifting in your favor. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says, without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. I am easing the tension that once filled your thoughts, replacing it with a calm that cannot be explained by logic alone. This is how transformation begins. Not with noise, but with a gentle shift that slowly takes over everything. There have been nights where you felt alone in your thoughts, where silence felt heavy, and answers seemed far away. I was there in those moments. Even when you could not feel my presence clearly, I watched you continue forward without clear direction, and I honored that quiet courage. Now, that same quiet strength is opening the door for something new to enter your life. This happiness is not arriving to erase your past, but to show you that your past did not defeat you. Type 222 to claim miracles. You are stepping into a moment where things begin to align in ways that feel natural, not forced. Situations that once felt complicated will begin to untangle themselves without the struggle you are used to. This is not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you are no longer carrying the same weight that made everything feel harder. When your spirit is lighter, your path becomes clearer. And when your path is clear, your peace begins to grow stronger each day. Archangel Michael stands as a reminder that you are protected even when you feel vulnerable. There were moments when you thought you were exposed, when you felt like things could fall apart at any second, but you were being shielded in ways you could not see. And that protection has brought you safely to this point. Now, you are being guided forward. Not just protected, but also positioned to receive what is meant for you. This is why tonight carries such significance. There is something about this moment that asks you to trust without needing full understanding. You may not see every detail of what is coming, but you can feel the shift inside you. That feeling is enough to guide you, enough to remind you that you are not walking blindly. Your spirit recognizes truth even when your mind has questions. And right now, your spirit is telling you that something good is near. You have carried disappointment before, and that has made you cautious about expecting too much. But this time is different because what is coming is not based on wishful thinking. It is based on preparation that has already taken place. You are not hoping for something that might happen. You are receiving something that is already on its way. This is why you feel a quiet anticipation growing inside you. It is not anxiety. It is readiness. Type yes to receive miracles. As this happiness begins to unfold, you may find yourself reacting differently to things that once disturbed you. What used to upset you deeply may no longer have the same power over you. This is a sign that your inner world is changing, and that change will soon reflect in your outer world as well. When you become steady within, everything around you begins to respond differently. This is the foundation of the peace that is being given to you. You are not being asked to become someone else to receive this blessing. You are being asked to remain as you are, but to trust more deeply in what I am doing in your life. Your authenticity, your honesty, and your resilience are already enough. You do not need to prove your worth because your worth has already been established. What you are receiving now is not earned through perfection but through faith and endurance. There is also a release happening in your life, even if you have not fully recognized it yet. Certain attachments, certain fears, and certain expectations are quietly losing their hold on you. This release is necessary because it creates space for something better to enter. If you were still holding on to everything from before, you would not have room to receive what is coming now. Letting go is not loss. It is preparation. You may soon notice a moment where everything feels still, almost like time has slowed down. In that stillness, something will become clear to you. Something you may have been searching for without realizing it. It could be a realization, a feeling, or even a decision that suddenly feels right. This moment of clarity is part of the happiness that is being promised to you. It is not just about external change. It is about inner understanding. I want you to stay present tonight, not distracted by worries about tomorrow or regrets from yesterday. This moment matters, and what is unfolding right now deserves your attention. When you are present, you are able to recognize what is being given to you. When you are distracted, you may miss something important that was meant to bring you peace. So, slow down, breathe, and allow yourself to experience this fully. There is a quiet joy that is beginning to rise within you, even if it is still faint. Do not ignore that feeling or push it away because it is real, and it is growing. Joy does not always arrive loudly. Sometimes it begins as a small spark that slowly becomes a steady flame. That flame is being lit within you now, and it will continue to grow as you remain open. This is the beginning of something that will stay with you, not something that will quickly fade. You are not behind in life, and you have not missed your moment. Everything that is happening at the right time for you. What you are about to experience could not have come earlier because you were not ready for it then. Now you are ready, and that is why it is arriving. Timing is not about speed. It is about alignment. And you are now aligned with what is meant for you. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brainwaves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies not meant for public release yet. The result is a simple 7-second ritual validated by 4 neuroscience labs, now practiced at home. Many who once struggled financially are now living in dream homes, owning luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could disappear without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. As you move forward from this moment, carry this awareness with you that you are guided and supported. You are not walking alone even when it feels that way. There is a presence with you, a protection around you, and a plan unfolding for you. This happiness is just the beginning of what is to come. It is a sign that you are moving into a season where things begin to work in your favor more consistently. You may feel a sense of relief that you cannot explain, as if something heavy has finally been lifted from your shoulders. That feeling is not temporary. It is the beginning of the happiness that has been promised to you. I am allowing your heart to rest in a way it has not rested in a long time. You have spent so much time trying to understand why certain things happened the way they did, and why some paths seemed to close just when you needed them most. What you could not see then is that those closed paths were protecting you from outcomes that would not have brought you peace. Now you are being guided towards something that aligns with your true path, something that will not leave you feeling empty or confused. This is why the happiness you are about to experience feels different from anything before. It is not built on uncertainty. It is built on clarity. Type na. To affirm. There is also a restoration happening in your life, one that goes beyond surface-level changes. This restoration is reaching into the places where you felt drained, where your energy was taken without being returned. I am giving back what was lost in ways that may surprise you. Not always in the same form, but in ways that carry greater value. You may find yourself receiving peace where you once had stress, or support where you once felt alone. This is how restoration works. It does not always look the same, but it always feels better. Archangel Michael stands near you in this moment, not as a distant figure, but as a presence of strength and reassurance. His message is not meant to confuse you, but to ground you in the truth that you are safe and guided. You have been through moments where felt unsteady, where fear tried to take control of your thoughts. But that fear is losing its hold on you now, because you are stepping into a space where peace is stronger than fear. This is the space where your happiness begins to grow. You may begin to notice small signs that something is shifting, things that might seem simple but carry deeper meaning. A conversation may feel lighter, a situation may resolve more easily than expected, or you may feel a sudden sense of calm without knowing why. These are not random occurrences. They are part of the unfolding that is taking place in your life. Pay attention to these moments, because they are reminders that everything is moving in the right direction. Nothing is out of place, even if it once seemed that way. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is a part of you that has been waiting for confirmation, something that lets you know you are on the right path. That confirmation is coming to you not through loud announcements, but through quiet certainty. You will begin to feel more sure of yourself, more grounded in your decisions, and less shaken by outside opinions. This inner stability is one of the greatest forms of happiness you can receive. It allows you to move forward without constantly questioning your direction. You are also being freed from the need to control every outcome. There was a time when you felt like you had to hold everything together, like if you let go, everything would fall apart. But now you are learning that letting go is not losing control. It is allowing things to fall into their natural place. When you release that pressure, you create space for things to flow more easily. This flow is part of the happiness that is entering your life. There may be a moment tonight where something becomes clear to you, something that once felt confusing or unresolved. That clarity will not come with struggle. It will come with ease. You will understand without forcing yourself to understand. And that realization will bring you peace. This is how I bring answers into your life. Not through stress, but through calm understanding. When your mind is at ease, truth becomes easier to recognize. You have also been carrying expectations that no longer serve you. Expectations that were shaped by past experiences. Those expectations are now being replaced with something better, something more aligned with who you are becoming. You are not the same person you were before, and your life is beginning to reflect that change. What once felt acceptable may no longer feel right, and that is a sign of growth. Growth always creates space for something new. As you move through this night, allow yourself to feel what is happening without resisting it. Do not push away the calm. Do not question the peace. And do not doubt the happiness that is rising within you. What you are sensing is genuine, and it has been unfolding specifically for you. This change is not a product of your imagination. It is becoming your reality. The more willingly you embrace it, the more powerfully it reveals itself. A fresh beginning is also making its way into your life, bringing the feeling that a brighter chapter is opening before you. This is not about erasing the past or beginning from zero. It is about moving ahead with greater wisdom, renewed strength, and a clearer vision. The experiences you have lived through have taught you valuable lessons, yet you are no longer burdened by the pain that once accompanied them. That is why this season carries such significance. It is more than a simple change of circumstances. It is a complete transformation from within. Could it truly be possible that a simple 7-second practice helps attract greater financial opportunities? According to research associated with CIA studies, certain brainwave patterns may influence how new possibilities present themselves in everyday life. This approach, reportedly validated by 4 neuroscience research teams, has inspired many people to move beyond financial stress and toward a more fulfilling way of living. Countless individuals say they have achieved the homes they once dreamed of, driven luxury vehicles, and enjoyed vacations they once believed were out of reach. Because this information may not be available forever, be sure to visit the link in the description and the comments before it is removed. You may also notice yourself feeling increasingly connected to the purpose that has always been calling you, even if you cannot yet put that purpose into words. That quiet sense of direction is enough to keep you moving forward with confidence. You do not need every answer before taking your next step. All you need is the willingness to trust what your heart is showing you and continue one step at a time. That confidence is growing stronger within you every day. I am leading you into a place where life no longer feels like an endless pursuit. Instead, you begin recognizing that what belongs to you is already finding its way into your hands. This realization changes everything, replacing feelings of scarcity with a deep awareness of abundance. Once you understand that you are receiving instead of constantly chasing, the way you see your entire life begins to transform. Life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a journey that is unfolding naturally. Stay with this feeling. Stay present in this moment. and allow yourself to fully experience what is happening. This is not something you need to rush through. It is something you are meant to feel deeply. The happiness that is entering your life is not just for tonight. It is the beginning of something that will continue to grow. And as it grows, so will your peace, your clarity, and your sense of purpose. What you are experiencing now is not a sudden change that disappears quickly. It is a lasting shift that continues to grow stronger. You may not see dramatic changes all at once, but you will feel a difference in how you respond to things around you. Where you once reacted with worry, you now pause with calm. Where you once felt pressure, you now feel space. This change within you is what allows everything else in your life to begin aligning in a better way. Type 1010 to receive blessings. There is also a deeper understanding forming within you about your own worth. You are beginning to see yourself not through the lens of past failures, but through the truth of who you are becoming. That truth carries strength, dignity, and quiet confidence. You no longer need constant validation from others to feel secure, because you are finding that security within yourself. This is one of the greatest forms of freedom, and it is part of the happiness that has been prepared for you. You have been through situations that tested your patience and your faith, moments where it felt like nothing was moving forward. Those moments were not meant to break you. They were meant to build endurance within you. That endurance is now turning into stability, a stability that will carry you through what comes next. You are no longer easily shaken by delays or uncertainty. Instead, you are becoming grounded. And that grounding is what keeps you steady even when things are still unfolding. Type 2222 to receive miracles. As this new sense of peace grows within you, you may begin to notice that certain relationships in your life start to shift. Some connections may feel lighter and more genuine, while others may naturally fade away without conflict. This is not loss. It is alignment. You are being surrounded by what supports your growth and gently separated from what does not. This process may feel subtle, but it is important because it creates an environment where your happiness can grow without interference. You are also learning to trust your own instincts more deeply. There was a time when you doubted your own decisions, when you second-guessed yourself and looked outside for answers, but now something within you feels clearer and more certain. That clarity is not random. It is guidance. When you begin to trust that inner voice, you move with confidence instead of hesitation, and that confidence becomes a strong foundation for everything you build moving forward. There is a calm energy surrounding you now, one that is protecting your peace in ways you may not fully notice yet. Situations that once would have caused stress may now pass by without disturbing you as deeply. This is not because life has stopped presenting challenges, but because you have changed in how you carry them. When your inner state is calm, the outside world loses its power to overwhelm you. This is the strength that comes with true peace. You may also feel a growing sense of gratitude, even for things that once frustrated you. This is not because those experiences were easy, but because you are beginning to understand their purpose. Everything you went through shaped you into someone who can now receive this new season with wisdom and clarity. Without those experiences, you would not be standing where you are now. And now that you are here, you can see how everything was leading you forward. There is something important about this moment that you must not overlook. You are not waiting for happiness to arrive somewhere in the future. You are stepping into it now. It is already present, already unfolding, already becoming part of your reality. The more you recognize it, the more it grows, the more you accept it, the more it becomes stable within you. This is why awareness is so important, because it allows you to fully receive what is being given. You are also being released from a cycle that once kept you feeling stuck. That cycle may have involved repeating the same patterns, facing the same struggles, or feeling like you were not making progress. That cycle is now breaking, and you are stepping into something new. This new path is not defined by your past. It is shaped by your present choices and your willingness to move forward. This is a powerful shift, and it changes everything. What if most people struggle financially because they never activate a specific brainwave? Leading neuroscientists point to CIA-linked research that highlights this missing link. This 7-second ritual, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people rethink their financial habits and improve outcomes. Many are now moving into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and traveling on luxury vacations. But this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is removed. There will be moments where you look back and realize how much has changed within you. You may notice that things that once mattered deeply no longer hold the same importance. You may find that your priorities have shifted in a way that feels more aligned with who you truly are. This is not confusion. It is clarity. You are becoming more connected to your true self. And that connection brings a deeper sense of peace. I am guiding you into a space where you no longer feel like you have to force things to happen. Instead, you are learning to move with flow, to allow things to unfold naturally. This does not mean you stop taking action. It means your actions come from a place of peace rather than pressure. When you act from peace, your results become more aligned and more meaningful. This is the difference between struggle and harmony. As you continue forward, hold on to this awareness that you are supported in ways you cannot always see. There is protection around you, guidance within you, and a path ahead of you that is being prepared step by step. You do not need to rush or worry about getting everything right. You only need to stay present and continue moving forward with trust. That trust will lead you exactly where you need to be. This happiness that is entering your life is not fragile. It is strong and lasting. It is not something that will disappear when things become challenging. Instead, it will remain as a steady presence within you, giving you strength and clarity no matter what you face. This is the kind of happiness that transforms your life from the inside out. You are stepping into a moment where your emotional balance becomes stronger than it has ever been before. Situations that once pulled you into stress no longer have the same control over your reactions. You are learning to respond instead of react, to observe instead of panic, and to trust instead of fear. This shift is powerful because it changes how you experience everything around you. When your inner state is calm, your outer world begins to reflect that calm in unexpected ways. Type 777 to affirm your belief. There is also a healing taking place within you that you may not fully recognize yet. Old wounds that once felt heavy are beginning to lose their intensity, and memories that once caused pain are becoming lighter. This does not mean they disappear completely, but they no longer control how you feel in the present. You are being freed from the emotional weight of your past. This healing is part of the happiness that is entering your life. Because true happiness cannot exist where there is constant pain. You may notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer, less scattered, and more focused on what truly matters. This clarity is not something you had to force. It is something that is naturally forming within you. When your mind becomes clear, your decisions become easier, and your path becomes more visible. This is why things that once felt confusing now begin to make sense. You are not lost anymore. You are being guided step by step. Type yes to receive miracles. There is a sense of renewal surrounding you, almost like a fresh beginning that does not erase your past, but builds upon it in a better way. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience, wisdom, and strength. This makes your new beginning more powerful because it is grounded in everything you have learned. You are moving forward with a deeper understanding of yourself and your path. That understanding becomes the foundation for your happiness. You are also becoming more aware of what truly brings you peace and what quietly drains your energy. This awareness is helping you make better choices without needing to overthink them. You are naturally drawn toward what feels right and gently stepping away from what does not. This is alignment in its purest form. When you live in alignment, your life begins to flow more smoothly, and your happiness becomes more consistent. There is something about this moment that invites you to trust more deeply than before. Not just trust in what you can see, but trust in what you feel within your spirit. That inner knowing is becoming stronger, guiding you even when there are no clear signs in the outside world. This is how faith grows, not through certainty, but through quiet trust. And that trust is leading you into a place where you no longer feel alone in your journey. You may also begin to notice that your energy is changing, becoming lighter and more open. People may respond to you differently. Situations may feel less tense, and even your own presence may feel calmer. This is not something you are trying to create. It is a natural result of the shift happening within you. When your energy changes, everything around you begins to respond to that change. This is how your external world begins to align with your internal state. There is a release happening in your life that is creating space for something better to enter. You are letting go of what no longer serves you. Even if you are not fully aware of it, this release is not something to fear. It is something to welcome. It is making room for peace, for clarity, and for the happiness that is now becoming part of your reality. Holding on to the past would only limit what you can receive now. You are being guided into a season where you feel more stable, more secure, and more connected to yourself. This stability is not dependent on external circumstances. It comes from within. It allows you to remain steady even when things around you are still changing. This is a powerful place to be because it means your peace is no longer easily shaken. It becomes a constant presence in your life. How are people moving from financial stress to more comfortable lifestyles so quickly? A CIA-linked study suggests a simple 7-second brain ritual may influence how people respond to opportunities, backed by research from 4 neuroscience laboratories. This approach is helping many people create meaningful improvements in their everyday lives. Countless individuals are now moving into homes they once only imagined, driving luxury vehicles, and enjoying unforgettable vacations. However, this information may not remain available for long. Visit the link in the description and comments before it is taken down. As this new sense of joy expands within you, you may begin noticing that even the simplest moments carry a deeper sense of meaning. Ordinary experiences can suddenly feel more precious and fulfilling than ever before. This happens because your way of seeing the world is changing, allowing you to recognize beauty and gratitude in places you may have overlooked in the past. That renewed perspective is one of the greatest signs that your inner transformation is taking place. There is no need to hurry the process. Nor should you believe you have fallen behind. Every stage of your journey is unfolding according to the perfect timing prepared for you. Each lesson and each step is arriving when you are ready to receive it, making your growth stronger, more balanced, and built to last. Sudden breakthroughs may feel thrilling, but lasting change is created through steady progress. That is exactly what is unfolding in your life today. At the same time, your connection to your true purpose continues to deepen. You may not yet have the words to explain it, but within your heart, you can sense that you are moving in the direction you were always meant to follow. That quiet certainty is enough to keep leading you forward, even during moments when every answer has not yet been revealed. You were never expected to understand your entire path all at once. Life is inviting you to grow into your purpose one step at a time, allowing each new experience to prepare you for the next chapter with greater confidence, wisdom, and peace.